Hello, I am Beth Kaplan. I'm a professor of conservation science at University of Rwanda, and I am the director of the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resource Management. We are sitting here in the middle of a biodiversity hotspot in the Albertine Rift, and this center is a knowledge management center. Our goal is to provide data and information needed to make informed decisions about things like land use planning, ecosystem restoration projects, climate change adaptation, wetland and forest restoration projects, ecosystem-based adaptation projects. They all need data in order to know if we are being successful. And we need the capacity for early detection of environmental change. This center serves the government and stakeholders with information to meet things like multilateral environmental agreements, and reporting commitments, and understand the outcomes of various interventions using data. We are developing the next generation of taxon specialists to enable new species identifications to happen in country, and the ecologists and conservation scientists that are needed to manage national parks and study the wildlife and biodiversity monitoring, to enable things like nature-based solutions, payments for ecosystem services, climate adaptation, wildlife tourism management. We cannot protect what we do not know, and that's our goal here at the center. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Joselyne BARAKAGWIRA, a coordinator of Education and Awareness Raising Department in the center. In 2020, we have trained 31 academic and professional interns from the University of Rwanda and other high learning institutions. In the center, we are also managing a project with FREMA that provides evaluative research at the same time with the research capacity among UWASE postgraduate students. The project enabled us to offer research grant to 16 students, masters and PhD, to evaluate the implementation of the landscape approach to forest restoration and conservation RAFREC project, and it improved management knowledge of the Gishwati Mukura landscape. It was funded by the World Bank, and the students were from 2 colleges, CoEB and CST, and plus 1 PhD student. The project did not only help our goal for capacity building, but also responded to Sustainable Development Goals number 17 for partnership and number 13 for the climate action. Thank you.
Hello, I am Methode. I am a research associate in the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resources Management, CoEB, and the lecturer in the Biology Department at University of Rwanda. In the center, I'm coordinating the project called a Graduate Summer School on Biodiversity and Collection Management in East Africa, funded by Volkswagen Foundation, a collaborative project between Senckenberg Research Institute in Germany and the CoEB in Rwanda. I'm also a member of the technical team under the center involved in promoting reference zoological collections in Rwanda. Our work in this team meets Sustainable Development Goal number 15, Life on Land. We would like to ensure scientists and all people over the world continue supporting wildlife conservation, underpinned by high quality wildlife collections for monitoring, taxonomy, and conservation research. Thank you.
Hello all. I am Aime Sandrine, a graduate in Botany Conservation at University of Rwanda. In the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resources Management, I am coordinating the Herbarium project. The National Herbarium of Rwanda is a national treasure of plant diversity, and we strive to support biodiversity conservation, empower individuals and institutions to use science-driven decisions for land use planning and environmental sustainability, and provide valuable botanical information about Rwanda and the Albertine Rift region for present and future generations. Our work in the National Herbarium of Rwanda meets Sustainable Development Goals number 15. We breed for future, safe and sustainable environment, and we advocate for plant diversity. Thank you.
Hello, I am Joselyne, a research fellow and biodiversity data manager at the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resources Management. I want to express the role and the benefit of being research fellow to the CoEB. A research fellow in the CoEB contributes to the project writing, project implementation, and the opportunity to learn more skills through various project CoEB training. Another important thing is that you get connected to the other researchers as well as the other institutions, both local and international. For example, as a young researcher and future scientist, I have been connected with the African Institute for Mathematical Science, AIMS, through its partnership with the CoEB, and I got a scholarship from AIMS, and now I am a student in their Master by Research program. And I'm working on a project which is about insight into the plant pollinator insect network topology across the altitudinal gradient at the Nyungwe National Park. At the same time, I'm also attending Biodiversity and Natural Resource Management Master Program at the University of Rwanda. So the center is an incubator for young scientists and new innovative research to confront environmental change. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Mapendo MINGJE. I am the team leader for Biodiversity Data Management, and we are developing the Rwanda Biodiversity Information System. I am also affiliated to the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resource Management. The Rwanda Biodiversity Information System, this is an open web portal that actually is helping to mobilize biodiversity data. Rwanda, as a country which focuses on sustainable development goal, we need scientific-based information to assure the policy development as well as decision making are done based on this scientific-based information. So the Rwanda Biodiversity Information System is coming as an answer to provide the information that the country will need in order to base on this information in the monitoring and also management and conservation of biodiversity in Rwanda. This is the right time. Biodiversity has been threatened, ecological systems have been threatened. So to monitor the effectiveness of the restoration program of the country, we need information. This is why the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resource Management has been the first to develop the web portal system, open access to the public, to mobilize biodiversity data. Currently, we have been able to mobilize 31,000 and plus biodiversity data records that involve amphibians, also macroinvertebrates, birds, and also odonets. All this information in the system are going now to be used in order to monitor the effectiveness of the restored wetlands in Rwanda as one of the major focus of the country nowadays, by basing on biological indicators such as amphibians, birds, macroinvertebrates, and also the odonets. Challenges exist, but the data that we are having is already a good way to go within the country to show the people that data sharing is really important. Different challenges exist where people don't want to share data. But think, why shouldn't you share your data with us? If your data is very valuable in order to help the country to have informed decision making on how to set policies and also to develop different decisions to monitor the wetlands and also decide on how we can conserve and manage ecosystems in Rwanda. Thank you very much.
Hello, I am Alphonse NZARORA, Assistant Lecturer in the University of Rwanda, College of Science and Technology, and a PhD student in Biodiversity Conservation and Natural Resources Management. Further, I am the research affiliate to the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity Conservation and Natural Resources Management, CoEB. The PhD is sponsored by the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity Conservation in collaboration with the African Research University Alliance, AROA, Center of Excellence in Water, based at Rhodes University in South Africa. My research project is unlocking resilience benefit from African water resources. And under this project, I am working in the relation between land use, water quality, algae diversity in the Akagera River and its wetland system in Rwanda to assess the quality of water by using datum as bioindicators. The study will also look on macroinvertebrates to assess water quality and the two studies aim to achieve the SDGs 6 related to clean water and sanitation. Last, the study shall look on the role and engagement of decision makers and the stakeholders for sustainable conservation of Akagera River and to achieve the SDGs 6, which related to clean water and sanitation, and SDGs 13, which is related to climate action. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dr. NSENGIMANA Venuste, a lecturer of biology in the University of Rwanda College of Education, and the Deputy Director of the Center of Excellence in Biodiversity and Natural Resources Management. Projects and research in the center contribute to different sustainable development goals and to the global biodiversity conservation initiatives, including the Nagoya and Kyoto Protocols and the Convention for Biodiversity Conservation. In the region, the center contributes to sustainable conservation in the Albertan Rift region, while in Rwanda, the center contributes to sustainable biodiversity conservation and environmental management. Thank you.